I hate Kegels because of these three reasons. They are done in isolation, mechanically, and with compliance. And what I mean with this is that Kegels are exercises for the pelvic floor muscles that are in the crotch, right between your legs, where your genitals and sphincters and the base of your whole trunk is located. And Kegels, if they are not very well done, super supervised, which is like 1% of the cases, they can actually be detrimental not only to your pelvic floor and intimate satisfaction, but to your overall postural and breathing health, because of these reasons that I am gonna go deeper next. Number one, they are done in isolation. Like if you download an app, the only prompt is contract and release your pelvic floor slow and then fast, and there are like intervals. And the problem is that the pelvic floor is not a thing per se outside on an outer galaxy. The pelvic floor is the center of your whole body and works as a system as part of the core system that is the container of your viscera that involves your deepest abdominal muscles, the diaphragm, that is the muscle that you use to breathe, the multifidi, the psoas that you use to walk. So you have to use all the muscles of the core in order to efficiently target the pelvic floor. And if you don't do so, if you actually isolate the pelvic floor, you're gonna break havoc in the whole system and end up with breathing postural problems. Reason number two, Kegels are mechanical. And the thing is that the pelvic floor, as part of the core system, works primarily on the rhythm of breathing. Like the pelvic floor supports the breathing pattern. So if you try to fit the natural pattern of breathing into a count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're gonna affect your natural breathing pattern that should have a natural fluctuation to adapt. Whether you're sitting or walking or running, your breathing needs to change and adapt. So it's important not to affect, your breathing pattern just to try to have a sexy pelvic floor doing Kegels. There are other ways. And thirdly, there's an element of compliance that if you want to have the results in the pelvic floor, then you have to do these exercises, and if you don't do them, then it's your fault. And especially the pelvic floor is an area that requires utmost respect because it's intimate and there's so much going on there. So the way to address the pelvic floor to me is mainly because of desire, curiosity, and pleasure, not out of obligation and sticking into a set frame of a routine app. So if you want to get in touch with your pelvic floor the essential way with a strong anatomical and scientific background, grab a ticket to my free pelvic floor class in the link in my bio or DM me and I'll send you the link.